The following video is made for educational purposes only. Everything you see is just an educational example. It does not constitute financial advice. Results may vary for you. The Memecoin scene moves fast and brutally. You can literally get huge gains one afternoon, and then a total wipeout the next. I've been through both the hype highs and the harsh lows, and I'll admit I learned the hard way more than once. Those lessons eventually turned into a practical system that works consistently. I'll guide you through that system in this video, explaining my approach to launching meme coins so you can see real results as soon as possible. The big turning point for me was understanding that meme coins don't always need to be treated as throwaway plays for fast money. They can actually be approached as real projects worth building out. That mindset shift changed everything about my results. Nowadays, I focus mostly on brand new launches. And like a lot of people, my first deep dive was on Pump Fun. That's really where most of the action starts. The tricky part is the sheer competition. Just showing up isn't enough. Even with a plan, luck plays its part, and you'll probably take some losses before a real winner sticks. After navigating the non-stop pace of Pump Fun, I realized I wanted a calmer, more consistent environment, and that search took me to Raydium. Let me explain why I see it as the better platform for launching. Raydium offers a more refined setup, less clutter, more focus, and a framework geared towards sustainability. Pump Fun pushes out tokens in a constant flood, but Raydium runs at a measured pace. With just a few launches every minute, your project has a genuine chance to stand out and develop. I experimented with a few methods before I came across moontool.fun, the platform that makes launching on Raydium simple and reliable. It cuts out the usual hassles like coding, so there are no complicated steps to deal with. With this tool, getting your coin launched takes just a few minutes. A couple of clicks, and you're live on the market. In this video, I'll walk you through the process step by step. Let's dive in. A meme coin without a logo doesn't stand much of a chance. The logo is the first thing people see, and if it doesn't grab their attention, they'll probably just scroll right past it. The more playful, bold, or clever the design, the more likely it is to stick in their heads. One easy way to spark ideas is by pulling from memes that are already blowing up online. A quick search gives you endless inspiration. For this walkthrough, I'm going with the Groyper meme. It's everywhere right now, so it's a perfect fit for this project. Just make sure to resize it to 128 by 128 pixels and save it before moving forward. Once your logo is good to go, the next move is to get your token live. The process is super straightforward. Connect your wallet, approve the request, and that's basically it. From there, all you gotta do is follow a few simple steps, and in just a few minutes, your token will be live and ready. Now it's time to lock in the core details of your token. This includes giving it a name, deciding on a symbol, writing a short description, and adding your logo. For this example, I'm calling it Groyper's coin, with the symbol Groy. The description really matters. It's your chance to stand out by being funny, smart, or just memorable. Once everything's filled in, drop in the logo, and continue on. Here's where you set up the tokenomics. It might seem a little overwhelming at first glance, but there's no need to tweak anything. The defaults are already in place, so just hit next and keep going. Here you'll see a few optional extras, like adding a creator tag or setting up a launch page. They might look appealing on the surface, but they don't really move the needle when it comes to how successful your launch will be. Since enabling these costs 0.1 Sol, it's usually smarter to skip them, save your Sol, and push ahead with the actual launch. At this point, you can connect your token to your social channels. It's a smart way to add legitimacy and help more people discover what you're building. If you've got social accounts ready, you'd add them here. For this example, I'll skip the step and move on to the main process. One of the biggest trust signals for your project is how you handle the revoke authority settings. Think of them as security locks that protect your community. Revoke freeze prevents anyone from suddenly halting trading. Revoke mint locks the supply so no new tokens can be created. And revoke update blocks future contract edits, even from you. Since these settings are visible to everyone, leaving them off can look suspicious. The smartest play is to enable all of them before launch, giving your project both credibility and safety. When you hit launch, a confirmation screen will pop up in your wallet. Approve it, follow the prompts, and the blockchain does the rest. Your token will be live in just moments. But remember, the launch isn't the final step. Always open your token in SolScan and double-check the details. This quick review makes sure everything matches what you set up. When your token appears on SolScan, that's the signal it's active on the blockchain. You'll be able to view everything from supply stats to live market activity and the full technical readout. Still, don't think of this as the end. There's one more step to close out the launch process. To make your token tradable, you'll need to provide liquidity. Without it, there's no way for people to buy or sell. The good news is, this part is super simple. Just click the liquidity button, and I'll walk you through exactly how it works. After clicking the liquidity button, Raydium will open up. Start by connecting your wallet in the top right corner. Hit connect and select your provider. Then, it's time to add your token. Copy the contract address from Moontool, paste it into Raydium's token field, and let it load. When it shows up, choose Add User Token, and select it from the list. In this walkthrough, since we're working with a 1 billion supply, we'll place 900 million into liquidity. Here's where you pick your quote token, the partner currency for your trading pair. On Raydium, Solana is the best option. It brings the highest liquidity and overall stability, which makes it the obvious choice for this walkthrough. Once that's chosen, set the amount of SOL you'll provide to the pool. The higher, the better. I recommend maxing it out since you can always pull it back later, keeping your funds safe. Just don't forget to keep at least 0.2 SOL in your wallet for Raydium's fees. The next step is deciding on a fee tier. I almost always choose 2%, since it's shown to be the most dependable across launches. Sure, you can play around with other tiers, but they don't usually perform as well. After locking in your choice, click Initialize Liquidity Pool, confirm in your wallet, and your token will be instantly ready for trading. The moment your liquidity pool is confirmed, your token gets listed right away on Raydium and also appears on platforms like Photon. At that point, trading goes live. This is where the fun really kicks in, seeing how the market responds in real time. I'll open up the chart so you can track the trades as they roll in and watch your token's journey take shape. Dex Screener is my go-to for tracking tokens since it's clean, accurate, and makes tutorials a breeze. To view your token, click any coin, grab the contract address from Moontool, and paste it right into the URL. The chart pops up immediately. Pay attention to the liquidity section. That's where most of the trading takes place. One thing to remember, bots are constantly running in the background, and you can't completely filter them out. Take a moment to visit your portfolio on Raydium. It's the hub for all your tokens and current liquidity positions, making them easy to monitor. You can also see your profits here when you want to withdraw. Typically, new positions appear under the liquidity tab within 10 to 15 minutes, so it's normal if it's not immediate. Take a look at this time lapse of the token launch. There aren't hard rules or guaranteed results, but you'll notice patterns emerging quickly, and spotting them makes the whole process a lot smoother. Bots move almost instantly, which is totally normal, and every wave of buyers pushes up trade volume, liquidity, and market cap. Since your profits track liquidity, watching your position on Raydium is crucial. When it shows up there, that's your cue to act, and I'll walk you through the next step carefully. Now we're at the last step of the launch. Go to the liquidity tab in Raydium and select your LP position. Hit the minus sign and drag the slider all the way to 100%. Ignore the numbers at the top. They aren't exact for your payout. Just check the SOL amount below. Once you're satisfied, press Remove Liquidity and confirm in your wallet. A quick heads up, this walkthrough is for learning purposes only and isn't financial advice. Make sure you research thoroughly and decide for yourself before taking any steps. The second that alert hits, your earnings are already moving into your wallet. Open it, give it a few moments to refresh, and you'll see the results immediately. I made a modest profit in just a few minutes. Not massive, but doing this consistently over time really adds up. To close out, let me give you a disclaimer. Everything in this video is for educational purposes only. I have no connection to Photon, Moontool, Dex Screener, or any of the platforms featured. I'm simply showing the steps I personally take when launching coins. That said, it seems like a promising opportunity. If it resonates with you, now could be a great time to check it out on your own.